love supporting the local artists here at TV8, and we've got some absolutely incredible ones that roll through our valley, and then some that are here as permanent residents. And Drinking Vessels is a great way for you to explore all of these artists. And so I've got Ben Belgrad and Chris Aubut on the couch with me this morning. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Morning, Maddie. Thanks for having us again.
Thanks for coming in. You guys have an exciting pop-up show taking place in Denver this weekend. So if people are maybe looking to get out of the valley for a little bit and explore some really cool options, you guys have that happening.
Yeah, my friend Chris and I have been starting to take the show on the road from our experience up here in Minturn and Vail. We had our first pop-up in May of this year down at Purple Haze in Denver, and our next one will be on Sunday.
Which is really cool because it's bringing so many different walks of glass life to one area. And that's the coolest part because, I mean, look at these cups that we've got here. These are absolutely incredible. And there's the adult sippy cup is one of my favorites. And so people can come and they can check out all of this fabulous work and then some.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. So we'll have a bunch of artists, local artists, doing cups. Kind of giving them a different platform other than just traditional functionals and pendants and other sculptural art like that.
Which there's a lot of art that goes into this, and there's a lot of time and energy that goes into making something just like this that's in front of us.
Yeah, so the piece that I'm drinking out of is a cup by a friend of mine named Jake C. from Bellingham, Washington. He made that piece for my show a couple of weeks ago. We're looking at maybe 3 days of work right there.
Wow.
And it's a layered technique of putting color over other color and then carving away the top layer to reveal kind of like these different colors in the pattern there. And currently I have an artist in my studio visiting from Amarillo, Texas. His name's Christian Luginger. And he's up here for the week making more traditional like Venetian goblet style stuff. So each artist has their own specialty and focus, and our shows are aiming to showcase the variety of work within this area.
Which that's the coolest part because so many people don't even know that we have something as cool as Drinking Vessels here in our community. And so for people who maybe have not heard of Drinking Vessels, can you give us a little bit more information on exactly what you guys do?
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Ben, and I have this studio over in Minturn where we blow glass. I host artists from around the country and internationally to create this handmade one-of-a-kind drinkware like you're seeing on the table here. And then I work with other galleries and representatives like Chris to produce events around the country to get this work out there in front of people that aren't necessarily here in our Vail Valley community. And we just had our big summer show of the year at the studio. So now the idea is taking the show on the road and producing these pop-ups, including the Purple Haze show. We're hoping to do a Philadelphia show, and also one in Connecticut are the ones we're currently planning.
So you guys are really planning them all over the country, and you're making it known on how cool some of the local art coming out of Vail is.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really exciting to be able to showcase this and share this with so many people who might not be familiar with these artists or with this art movement or even know that people are making cups of this caliber today.
Which is really cool, and I mean, just looking at the cups that you guys have here and the designs that go into it, I think a lot of people, when they see something like that, they're like, oh man, there's no way that was just handmade. And that's the coolest part. I was one of those people where I was like, oh, there's no way that someone just like blew this glass into making this incredible cup until I came and we had the opportunity to watch you kind of work your magic.
Yeah, and Chris has also been collecting cups for quite a while, so this one is from his personal collection. But it's made by a friend of ours named Dylan from Colorado Springs. The sippy cup brings the liquid up through the walls of the cup, and the techniques involved in making that cup, similar to the one I'm drinking out of, are multiple days of heating and cooling the glass, multiple team members involved in the different steps along the way of making that product.
Which is so incredible. And so for this show on Sunday, this event, it's down in Denver, so people can get out of town a little bit, maybe go enjoy the city life, chase that sunshine, and then what time does it start?
So it'll start at 2 p.m. down at our Colfax location. It's 2017 East Colfax. Go till probably like 5 or 6 p.m. We got a bunch of vendors coming down doing food, all sorts of desserts, that kind of stuff. So definitely.
Yeah, who all is doing pop-up food?
So we've got Stroman's, he'll be doing their hibachi, and then we'll have Bubba's Cheesecakes. He's going to be doing all the desserts. Definitely crushes it with those. With Polar Provisions, they do like a freeze-dried treat, and they do a whole bunch of different candies and stuff. And then we'll also have Dialed In Gummies there, kind of just helping us out. So.
And fortunately for me, Chris takes a lot of the stress and pressure off of my responsibilities by managing the stuff down in Denver, and I'm able to stay here coordinating with the artists and getting everything prepared on our end.
And so if people are interested in kind of seeing what you're doing and following along with where you guys are producing these pop-ups and maybe how they can get their hands on some of these incredible products, what's the best way for them to do so?
So the best way is to come to the pop-up on Sunday. But if you can't make it down to Denver, you can see a lot of this work at drinkingvessels.com, and that's a place where you can browse our most current inventory. The other thing is at Drinking Vessels on Instagram, you're going to see a little bit more fresh work because it doesn't have the delay of waiting on my photographer, waiting on my product upload, all the steps that go into the website.
Which we've got the website up on the screen right now, and you've got some absolutely insane pieces in your inventory right now, and you can just tell after learning just a little bit here and there how much detail, how much time, how much energy, and really how much love is going into all of these pieces.
Yeah, and thank you for giving us a platform to share that with everyone else because it's kind of this underground movement or it's not so mainstream, and being able to share this work with people is kind of like my main role here. So I'm really privileged to be able to do that.
And it's really cool to see it come to life in our community. Every time I drive through Minturn, I'm like, I know those guys. I've been in there. I've seen them blow glass in there because it is such a cool process. And that's something that you also offer to the public. If people want to come, they want to see the studio, they want to see how it's done, you'll kind of walk them through that process.
Yeah, so we've offered like demonstrations and even lessons in the past at the studio, and I'm working on creating more time when we can open the doors to the community and have things like that happening in a more scheduled time period so that it's not, cutting into my workflow.
Which it's really cool, and it's cool to just see it all kind of come to life and see how you guys do it. And then the process is just so tedious by being so slow and patient, and here you are working with a little kid right there on the torch, which is so scary. Those torches are so scary.
Yeah, but working with my 4-year-old friend at the time was nowhere near as scary as working with Chris for his first few times on the torch. So he's been coming up and making marbles and pendants and kind of getting his hands wet.
Yeah, trying to get into the hobby of it. I don't know, it's brought a whole new appreciation for what all these artists are doing. It's definitely not an easy project to do, blowing glass, so it's been a lot of fun getting to learn it.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming, and congratulations on getting to learning, and congratulations on your next pop-up event this Sunday, 2 p.m., Colfax, and people can find out more information on your website and the Instagram.
Yep. Definitely. Yeah, thank you so much, Maddie.
Make sure that if you're looking to get out of town this weekend, that you make your way to Denver, you go to their pop-up, and you see all the incredible artists that are going to be there, only because there's so much time, love, and energy that go into each and every cup, and so much more of the pieces that they're going to have there. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to take another look at that local weather forecast, so stay tuned.